thank you for tuning in to Gloryfall Interactive here on Light Network, a resource for you and your worship team to become better musicians and worship leaders. Today, we will be talking about Love the Lord by Lincoln Brewster. The song is originally done in the key of G, and today we will be doing it in the key of C. We will give you ideas on how to play the song in your instrument and also use it in a time of worship.
Let me show you the voicings that I used for this song. First one is C, power chord. And then a G, fragment. Then an A minor 7. And then a C over E, like this. And then an F, voiced like this. And then a G power chord, and then going back to C on the 8th fret. I choose my voicings based on the consistency of tone. For example, the chord C over E, instead of playing it over here, I chose to play it on the 7th fret. Like that. Let me just play for you the chorus.
The bass line is played in sync with the drums, starting with the intro and the verse part. It's played like this. And then going into the chorus parts, just like this. Then going back to the second part of the second half of the chorus is played just like the intro part. The only difference is in the bridge part, where you can basically experiment with your playing style. You can just do a whole notes part just like this. Or you can do a triplets with the drums, played with the drums, just like this. Depending on how many times the bridge is repeated, you can interchange the style of playing that you're going to do with the bass.
Okay, two things for this particular song. Make sure that you don't use pads as the chords are tight with each other. And make sure that you use inversion so that the notes are grouped together, like this.
There are some great things that we can learn, practice, and apply when working on this song. The first is that the song starts with a fill-in. So you can actually count off time and go straight into a fill-in, or if the band is aware of what your fill-in will be, you can just play the fill-in. For example, if you've already worked out that you're just going to play 2 beats of a fill-in, there's no need to count off anymore. An example of this would be like this. So there's no need for me to hit the hi-hat to count it in and then play it. So sometimes you could be vamping from a previous song and then go straight into a fill-in and into the next song, and it's a great way to link 2 songs together. The fill-in, you can make up whatever fill-in works for you. The song itself has 2 primary patterns, and they're almost identical. There's just one bass drum that changes between the 2. The first one sounds like this. And then the next one is 1 bass drum less, and it sounds like this. Now, upon first hearing this, you might feel like, oh, that's really simple. But thing to be aware of about this is that sometimes the subdivision or the gaps between the parts that you're playing on the drums aren't completely even. And what that might sound like is this, and most likely it'll be in the 16th note on the last part of the second beat. Sounds like this. So I've purposely overemphasized that to make it sound pretty bad. You don't want to do that. You can work on, or one way to work on, and if you do have that problem, one way to work on it is a simple exercise that I'll show you now. So check it out. We'll keep 8th notes on the hi-hat, and then we'll just work on getting the bass drum to play between those 8th notes. So you play it together, and then you play it in between. 2-beat exercise of each version. So here we go. Check it out. If you can do that at the tempo of any song that has 16th notes in it, you should be okay playing those 16th note partials. So again, the groove we're looking for is this. So that it sounds very comfortable. Another thing you can do with this song is instead of playing 8th notes on the hi-hat, play 16th notes, hand to hand. So check it out, that's what this would sound like. It's a great way to have some variation, so as the song goes on, you can develop, you have some choices in ostinatos, and you can always add things to the hi-hat. The last part is the bridge. Check out the bridge. I'd like to play the bridge one more time a little bit more slow so that you can get a better hold on it. In times of worship, it's important to know where a song is coming from biblically. And Lincoln Brewster says that this song was written and inspired as their church was working through your goal and your purpose as a Christian. And one of these greatest priorities is worship. And this song is based on the great commandment that's found in Matthew 22:37, which says, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind." Now, this pretty much reflects most of what the lyrics are. And there is beauty in the simplicity of this song. And Lincoln Brewster says that the first time that they played this song, it caught on very easily with the congregation. And as they continued to play it, it seemed that wherever they would go and wherever they would play it, it was easy for people to latch on to, learn the song, and enjoy times of worship with this song. Truly, if our life and our heart is fully surrendered and we love God with everything that we are, His love will touch every aspect of our life, changing it.
Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, with all your strength. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, with all your strength, with all your heart, with all your soul. With all your soul, with all your mind, with all your strength, I will serve you, Lord. I will trust you, Lord. With all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, with all your soul, with all your mind, with all your strength.
We hope that you are able to apply the tips and guidelines we have shared with you today in your own time of practice. And remember that as you do this, don't give up, press on, continue to improve the skills the Lord has given you. Make Gloryfall Interactive your resource for worship leading. You can do this by connecting with us through Facebook, gloryfall. You can request songs, ask us any questions, and we will do our best to answer them for you. Thank you for watching Gloryfall Interactive here on Light Network, working with you for excellence in worship.